Welcome back everyone to some more World of Tanks. In this video we're going to go over the new roadmap highlights that Wargaming released, what was it, like a few hours ago by the time this video is going to be published. So February 2024, let's just check it out, see what we have over here. What is going to be new? Let's find out.
Hello Tankers, my name is
Hello
Michael
there.
and welcome to the first roadmap highlights of 2024. Today's video will cover a lot of content that we are planning to release over the next 12 months. We will add more next generation maps to the game. We are also planning to improve all our game modes. We are working on a lot of new tanks that will see daylight this year. We are also planning to rebalance a lot of our vehicles multiple times this year. At the same time, we know how important the crew is to you. We already revealed some of our work last year. This year we are keeping improving the system.
Wait, don't change the crew.
In this episode and some upcoming. The new achievement feature is on its way and Alex will share some more details later in the video. We are also having a new strategy for our battle pass in 2024. Something really interesting is coming our way in March. Please stay until the end of the video. I will give you some more context here. Now Alex will take it from here and enjoy the show.
Thank you, sir. Let's go. Let's go. First roadmap video of 2024. February.
I'm glad we're together again. 2023 saw the introduction of the first random events,
I really like them, by the way,
Zeppelin and Train on Himmelsdorf. They made the game even more spectacular and added depth to the gameplay. And judging by your comments, you enjoyed them. That's why the list of random events will be significantly expanded this year.
Okay.
We plan to add new scenarios for 6 maps: Cliff, Karelia, Pilsen, Redshire, Siegfried Line, and Malinovka. For example, on Siegfried Line, planes will bomb the town. This will affect the overall state of cover. On Malinovka, a plane crashes into the hill, hitting the windmill and creating new defensive and offensive opportunities.
Yes, like adding the cover over here on the hill will stop the camping at the back, right? It will make it'll be more fun for the heavies to fight on the hill and then actually go down from the hill later on, hopefully. Because right now it's very annoying. After you win the hill, you try to push down and you have those tank destroyer nests waiting for you, which are not the best, right? It's not fun. Also, I'm interested to see how much Siegfried Line is going to change, right?
On Malinovka,
how much it's going to change.
Crashes into the hill, hitting the windmill and creating new defensive and offensive opportunities. As you have seen so far, events will have an impact on battle conditions and create new tactical opportunities, even on maps you've learned like the back of your hand.
All of them. Okay, so plane is... Okay, it actually makes this area, the one where the base is, an encounter battle, and it's actually moved the assault. With the encounter battle, it is actually going to make this more viable, I guess. Most people don't use this area because if you try to push through here, you get hit by tank destroyers. This will add some cover, which will make it a lot better, I guess, for you to push.
Recon missions continue the idea of random events, making the game environment more interactive. We don't just want to test maps, but also the way players interact with them.
The interactive environment in recon mission launches will allow players to interact with various elements of the map more actively. You'll be able to affect game objects more and adapt the environment to your liking.
Yes! Yeah, this can actually be so awesome. It will change random battles completely, but add it as an option like they did with the tested maps.
You can expect continuous development to your beloved arcade cabinet. There will be familiar night battles with modified view range and concealment parameters. You can count on experiencing an overwhelming display of fire, featuring hilarious and chaos of multi-barrel and salvo-firing tanks.
When are they going to be added?
Named overwhelming fire.
Into the random battles.
You can look forward to more lighthearted festive fun in the winter arcade at the end of the year. Of course, There will be new things you haven't seen before.
We've seen this in the
currently
previous
researching different
roadmap,
approaches
though.
to map design to make something very unusual and very arcade-like. We believe this work will allow us to bring you a fun game experience.
This is like exactly what I think the game needed, right? It's instead of all of those grindy game modes, just give me something fun and ridiculous with okay prizes that I would actually like to play again and again, instead of forcing me to play again and again to get the rewards. I don't mind if you throw the loot boxes into every single one of those fun game modes. Just make the game modes fun. That's all we need.
Tank gameplay in a new light.
Many
That's
people
actually
enjoy
awesome.
farming in Frontline, and so do I.
We enjoy
Now we've made it even more
ending
interesting
of
with
it,
the
right?
dynamic scenario system. Each scenario has a set of rules that can change the course of the battle.
One of the 3 scenarios is assigned at the start of the battle. All of them affect combat reserves.
Yeah, I really hope they will actually remove this, because I don't see any reason for this. Standard battle is just the best one, right? Scenario with standard frontline rules. Why do we need an ability fest, I guess? Ability spam fest, when you get reduced cooldown of those combat reserves? Or Twist of Fate, which is just them deciding for you which abilities you'll get, I guess, which is kind of like them deciding which equipment you'll get in a random battle. I don't like those 2 modes at all. I think standard frontline is the best one. Just feels unnecessary, for me at least. Yeah, let me know if you enjoy the other modes.
In a different way. Standard battle means the usual frontline rules, where combat reserves have their standard cooldown time. The operational support scenario accelerates the cooldown time for all combat reserves. This means more dynamic battles and more abilities being used. Finally, the Twist of Fate scenario allows you to pick one of 2 random reserves when you reach certain ranks. It adds an element of surprise and lets you create unexpected reserve combinations.
It
We
adds
hope
an
the
element
scenario
of
system
frustration.
adds some zest to every battle you play.
Yes, there we
Modes
go.
and events are just part of this year's content, but that's not all. 2 new tech tree branches are coming soon. Polish tank destroyers for close combat, and Czechoslovakian light tanks with autocannons.
Autocannons
Polish
are
tank
here.
destroyers not only share
not.
a visual and tactical resemblance to the Object 268 branch, but also embody the delicate balance between armor and mobility, coupled with formidable firepower. However, some distinctive features set them apart, such as a novel mechanic. The deep rifling of their guns is tailored for a specific shell type. The closer you are to the enemy, the higher the damage.
This is going to do
At a
2,000
distance of up
damage,
to 50
1,500.
meters, the gun will cause maximum damage. As the distance increases, the damage progressively diminishes. While these new tank destroyers may lack effectiveness in long-range engagements, they become truly devastating in close
So you
combat.
just need to push
The
forwards,
branch
do damage.
begins with the 25 TP and includes 6 vehicles that gradually unveil the unique attributes and strengths
usual.
of the new assault vehicles.
So, if you want to get the new tank destroyers, you actually need to get all of the experience on the 25 TP, and not on the 14 TP before it. Usually they have the tier 4 going over to all of the tier 5s. This time seems to be different. So, if you want a head start on those new Polish tank destroyers, just grind the 25 TP a bit more,
Unveil the unique
and you can
attributes
immediately
and strengths of the new
get the
assault
tier 5
vehicles.
unlocked.
I'd love to tell you more about Czechoslovakian light
Yes.
tanks, but they're currently under active development.
Oh, and I
All
don't
I can
mind.
say is that they will be armed with guns with an automatic firing mode. They should definitely offer something unusual.
So, the Czechoslovakian autocannon light tanks will have an automatic gun. Didn't see that
Our
coming.
tanks have been in the game for many years,
Oh, no.
and we haven't forgotten about them. The balance department
CDC.
is constantly working to improve the game's quality. And they have 2 rebalances for you this year. Now, we can tell you about the first one, which is coming this spring.
The upcoming rebalance will bring changes to 4 Tier 10 vehicles and their branches. The Super Conqueror has been highly effective
you should
and
keep
hard
it
to
that
counter
way.
for a long time.
You should keep
We'll
it that
keep
way.
its strengths, though planned changes will make it easier to play against.
No, they're reducing the armor. No. They should have kept the armor and just make gun handling worse and the DPM worse, mobility worse, and just keep the armor, I think. That is how I would nerf the Super Conqueror. If you just make it bad at being hull down, it will make it unusable. Right? It's like the game is going for a hull down meta. If you can get penned in your turret these days, you're not going to be a meta vehicle. Unless you have extreme capabilities elsewhere. So if they actually nerf the Super Conqueror and it's going to be easily penetrated in the turret, it's going to be very, very annoying. Okay, Minotauro.
3. Minotauro is as difficult to crack when it's hull down. This too will see changes to its armor to make it easier to counter in such situations.
That is understandable. Like, right now you can't pen the Minotauro in the turret, even with the Jagdpanzer E100's heat rounds, which are 420mm of heat penetration.
The Panzerkampfwagen 7 has been clearly outmatched by many of its heavy counterparts.
Yep.
It'll receive a noticeable improvement to its characteristics and become a tank for all, and not just with a niche appeal.
Okay.
The Foch B has very high firepower potential, but
I
it
love the
rarely
Foch B.
manages to fully realize it. The changes should allow this vehicle to truly shine.
What? The Foch B is awesome as is. Are they actually buffing the Foch B? Crazy. Crazy. Crazy stuff. I'm gonna play the Foch B even more, I guess.
The game experience is being improved both in battle and in the garage. That's why we are preparing several updates to crew. The perk system will be changed later in this year, but improvements to all-round comfort are coming very soon.
You will no longer have to increase the major qualification level of your crews. It will be replaced by crew efficiency bonus, which will show the effect of things like brothers in arms or ventilation. You will be able to move any crew in a suitable tank, immediately unleashing the full potential of its characteristics. When reassigning a crew without retraining, you won't get a penalty to vehicle dynamic characteristics. Instead, crew perks will be blocked. After retraining for free or for credits, perks will work but with reduced efficiency until the crew receives enough XP in its new vehicle. This system is much simpler and more player-friendly.
I mean, I don't see this as a bad change, actually. I guess, just reduced crew, like all of the crews are going to be 100%, right? And then only the bonuses are going to be reduced depending on the efficiency of the skills that you have, which is kind of going to make it a bit more level, I guess, at least at the lower tiers when you don't have a lot of skills. So I think this change is actually pretty good for the low tiers. For the high tiers, not sure about that. But
another long-awaited event coming up
I didn't
is
see
the
this as
barracks
a bad
cleanup.
one.
All
Yes!
crew members that don't have enough XP
Yes,
to train
please.
their first perk
Oh,
to
no.
100% will be removed from the barracks and compensated for with crew books.
Yes, thank
These
you.
will contain as much XP as the converted tankers had. And don't
Ah,
worry
I
about
needed
special
this.
crew members like celebrities. You will keep them.
I needed this. I have like 100 crew members.
A lot of content has
200
appeared in
maybe.
the game over the years, and it's not always clear what you've achieved and what you still have to aim for. The new achievement system will help you with that. Eventually, it will cover many aspects of the game, but at first, it will focus on the most important one, the vehicles.
This new achievement system will be of great help to tankers, both seasoned and new. Initially, there will be several sections. The first will be a record of all your researched vehicles of different types, including rare tanks.
What is this? Total vehicle count, step 5, research. Oh, so it's kind of like Steam
The
achievements and
second
stuff like
will
that, I
show your
guess.
progress towards researching vehicles in
Reminds
different
me
nations.
more of the Steam
The third
achievements.
will keep a record of all the customization elements you have received and can receive. There will also be a list of in-game
Can we
trophies
get some
you've
nice
earned
rewards?
during unique game events. Achievement hunting is fun, but it's even better when you get a reward
yes,
for it.
please.
For some achievements, you'll get valuable items, such as rare dog tags. Each achievement point adds to your progress.
I don't use dog
This
tags.
will help you evaluate your overall success status, and then compare it with your friends.
So like another area of bragging
We've got
rights,
more
I
good
guess.
news for you. A trial period will soon be available for What Plus. You will be able
does
to
that
check
mean?
out its
What?
advantages for free. Gold reserve, an additional map exclusion slot, free demounting of equipment, intensive crew regimen, and a TS-54 for rent.
Like 1 week of What Plus or
So
something,
guys, now I want to
guess.
talk a little bit about the Battle Pass. First news, it's gonna happen. We have actually
March
3 wonderful
1st.
Battle Passes prepared for you for this year. First one is actually happening in March. I can't reveal right now what kind of collaboration we are working on, but it
Didn't
will
say
be very,
1st of
very
March.
interesting, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. The next one will be in June, dedicated to D-Day, an 80th anniversary that's actually happening this year. So we will have a dedicated Battle Pass chapter as part of the history,
Nice.
covering a lot of different beats regarding the D-Day or Normandy campaign. And we have a last one towards the end of the year, which I can't tease too much of right now as well. But let me tell you that it's related to a very famous game mode, and we have something really, really good cooking. So thank you, and I hope
A
you will
very
enjoy it.
famous game mode.
2 new
Waffen
Tier
Trager,
9
maybe?
special vehicles will be available in the Battle Pass store. The TT-130M is a Czechoslovakian heavy tank with jet boosters. You'll be able to accumulate tokens
Oh,
for
no.
it starting in the first season. And the new main annual reward, TS-60, is a turreted tank destroyer with high damage per minute. Start saving up for them in the upcoming season.
The
Now,
hashtag
it will
not
be even
Panzer
easier
7.
for everyone. 3 tokens from the collections will be added to the free progression. 1 token for each chapter. Additionally, the prices of all vehicles will be systematized.
Okay.
Starting
Wait, what? Are they seriously leaving the Cobra on full price? Oh, the Cobra is still 28, people. It is still at the highest price because it's ridiculously powerful. Yeah, so the vehicles that I don't have are the 50T. 50T BZ58-2, and I think the new vehicles, that's it. Why is the TT-20 and the Cobra 28? It's like... What? Okay.
systematized. Starting with the next season, you'll be able to earn Battle Pass points in the Tier 4 and 5
That's
vehicles.
good. That's actually
the
really good.
store, in addition to crew members and 3D styles of the previous seasons, will feature 2D customization.
That's all for now. Thanks for staying with us.
You are
See you in the
welcome.
next episode of Roadmap Highlights.
Okay. So I think, like, overall, I didn't see anything bad, right? We saw some nice things. Random events. I just love random events. I think they can completely remake the game, I guess. Make it fresh, even for us veteran players. I know some people are not going to like it. Definitely, they already know the maps and stuff. They don't want to start over again, I guess. But personally, I really like random events. I think they add a new thing, right? And special stuff for the game. The recon missions, I really want to see those explosives inside the game, to be honest. And the random battles, if I can have tankers explode if I shoot them, that can add another layer to the gameplay, which can be funny, can get some lovely, cheeky moments. Arcade cabinet is the same as last year. We have the autocannon mechanics, we have the night mode, we have the festive game modes which are happening every winter, and also something that looks like T44-100 meets Fall Guys, I guess. Frontline, didn't like the changes. Like I said, I prefer standard battle. I don't think that they should choose for me what my ability is going to be. Vehicle rebalances, I think all of them are good. Like, they might be good. They are good changes. The Super Conqueror does need a nerf. The Panzer 7 needs a buff. Minotauro needs a nerf. 100%. Foch B. I don't know. I don't know. The Foch B seems pretty balanced, for me at least, personally, as it is right now. Just gonna have to wait and see. Crew changes, that can work. Just gonna have to see exactly how it goes, what we're going to get, what new players are going to get. Once they release a detailed article, we'll go over that as well. Achievements, you know, some more bragging rights, some more customization items like dog tags and stuff. But mostly bragging rights, yeah. Not bad. What Plus, you get a trial, apparently, for What Plus sometime this year. And the Battle Pass, which is going to be one that is a collaboration. They did say June is going to have another special chapter. So it might be that, it might be just a random kind of like marathon chapter. D-Day chapter, and what else is this? There's something at the end of the year, right, as the third one. Let me just make sure. We have the last one towards the end of the year.
The end of the year, which I can't tease too much of right now as well. But let me...
related to a very famous game mode. So it might be a Murney Battle Pass. It might be a Waffentrager Battle Pass. Just gonna have to wait and see. Also, they're adding 2 new vehicles. The TS-60, which kind of looks like the American Panzer VII or something, and the TT-130M, which just looks like your average Czechoslovakian heavy, but with rocket boosters. Gonna have to wait and see how that one plays. Actually, I did fight one on the random battles. A super tester fought me with this vehicle. It didn't seem too powerful at the time. But yeah, this looks like the end, right? Went over all of the highlights, all of the stuff. I think it's actually pretty interesting. Like, there are good things, in my opinion. Yeah, good changes. I don't see any bad changes, which is good, I guess. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what do you think about this roadmap highlight? Do you think there are good changes? Do you think those are actually bad changes? Random events, maybe you don't like them? Let me know your thoughts, your opinions down below. And yeah, this is it for this video. Thank you so much everyone for watching. You're awesome, stay safe, and I will see you all in the next video. Ta-tas, have a good one, peoples.